So yeah, like I said, might as well check out the keyboard, but you know me, bit of a weirdo that I am, so we might as well do the other test, which is basically the keyboard as well as the smell test, because famously I was doing some DIY and I found something that smells exactly like a real brand new C64, something made from the same plastic. It's one of those things, you see, your memory for smell is a lot stronger than any other. So there we go, there's the other one. Yeah, and there you see why I have long fingers. So that's not even the Commodore font, that's why I don't like it. It's the wrong font, as Bill Hurd said once. So yeah, this is very cheap. It's a bit of cardboard, another bit of cardboard. What is this, 1962? And here we go, mate. I'm going to try this keyboard first. And we're watching commercial breaks, the battle for Santa software. Famously, the colour on this thing, which I'll never be able to pick up now, is what people think the C64 colour is. But a brand new C64 had a greyish brown colour with a very faint pale purple tint to it. So famously the shift lock key is not the same, doesn't stay up, down. Very springy, very Amstrad. Not complaining, better than using a fucking PC laptop. Better quality than most keyboards of today, but not as good as any mechanical keyboards of the early 80s computers. But not better than keyboards of the 80s up to the Atari XC keyboards and the STFM models. Not the original ST, that had a keyboard as good as the Mega STE and Mega ST. Cost cutting, innit? Spacebar sounds nice, but nah, these keys, that's not brilliant, man. As I said, I couldn't give a shit when I'm programming it, and I don't like text adventure games anyway. So, microswitch joystick, that's not bad. Much better feel than the C64 mini joystick. But will it still have lag on Windows 5? But I do like that. Rip off that plastic shit like the shit on new touchscreen phones bought by the dumb idiots. Buttons could be better. They definitely aren't arcade quality, but the joystick pretty good. Wonder if I can hack it for a real C64 using a Duff Competition Pro. What else is in here? Wires and shit. This one's the HDMI cable. That's the charger. That's the other thing. These are not as easy to find as the USB 3 cables. I've got 2 of these and about 8 of the USB 3 cables. Maybe that's just me. So yes, rubbish foam there. Why didn't they at least make a small polystyrene tray? They still have them in packaging today. Excuse me. Nah, don't smell anything like a new Commodore 64 did. Smells like a normal plastic toy, but it doesn't smell like a new C64 did. So, that's the end of that one. Now, come on, mate. There we go. Yeah, I don't like these boxes with the fucking pizza flaps. They always get ruined quickly anyway. So yeah, it's open now. This is a win because you can use this as a dust cover for your real C64. But yeah, like I was saying, I paid 110 quid for the C64 full size, and I think the joysticks are 25 quid anyway. Argos had them reduced. They obviously gave up on them. Oh, this is going to be a bit of an issue. Hang on a bit. There we go. Upside down Commodore, because they're dead, innit? Commodore got raped by Irving Gould, dirty bastard. Oh, I didn't know I had this. Anyway. Oh, that wasn't good. Whee! Not on the floor where the cats can chew on it. So here we go, here we go. Oh bollocks, it's not exactly the same size. Oh well. This one has a slightly later power supply. The original ones were sort of the same shape as a C64 and the same colour. You know the ones. Don't worry, I've got loads of PSUs. Even have 2 spare Commodore 128 PSUs. This will not smell like a new C64. It will smell like someone's house it was in. Hints of potato and leek soup. Mother's Pride sliced bread. Nah, don't smell like a real C64 anymore. That's just the way it is, mate. So, will this actually fit on here? Actually. Right, you could actually use this as a dust cover for a real C64, so that's good. So I suppose that's an advantage to the packaging. Bet you no Patreon prick went to that level. And obviously this manual is in almost mint condition, so he was a games player, I know he was. It's just the corner of the front cover there that's a bit, you know, looks worse than it is because of the angle. See, look, you do it away from the window light there. But yeah, there's no Vixoft catalogue in here. The noise alone is iconic, mate. Memories of playing Commando, bashing the spacebar for the grenades there. Yeah, it's not that the keyboard is actually better or worse. It's just different. But like I said, would have been nice if it was like this. You could probably 3D print all the plastic bits for these keys. You know, not the key caps, the actual bits underneath. And it's just like a cheap spring in there. If you want to improve the C64 keyboard, all you do is change the springs. And if my channel wasn't dead, you'd all get to see my fantastic black C64 I made. But you know, I'm not going to do that now. And on that one, I use a keyboard from the original VIC-20 with the square flat keys, which are even better actually. That is professional quality. See, that's the funny thing, the keyboard on the very first VIC-20 was better than the keyboard on the $800, $900 Atari 800. It's hilarious. Although the Atari 800 keyboard is very good, I will say that. It's just that the one on the original VIC-20 from the Commodore PETs, that was a very high quality, you know, office computer quality keyboard. But none of the pieces are interchangeable between those two, because I've got 6 of those VIC-20s, possibly 7, I think it's 6. And I've got about 5 silver label C64s. So anyway, I bought this particular real C64 for 125 quid. And I did that because there was no, you know, the C64 for sale in the shops. So that's why I did that. From a, you know, price point of view, getting a C64 with, you know, I'm not sure exactly how many games it comes with, because I separated the games from the box so I wouldn't damage the box when I packed everything up, and now I've got to try and get everything back in here. I don't know if this is all going to fit now. It's a problem. Right, well, that's the end of this video. I hope both of you liked it. You probably already subscribed and liked the video already, so no need to say anything.